are you concerned about nuclear war?
The other part that concerned me is Iran having nuclear weapons.
I pray and hope, and I do believe that we probably have some sort of an answer to that when I see things like this coming out.
70,000 martyrs in Iran is worth the destruction of Israel? I don't know, but should we find out?
But I mean, are you concerned about nuclear war?
I mean, yes, in a general sense, I guess. I found overinflated from the beginning this idea that Vladimir Putin's attack on Ukraine was going to lead to nuclear war or war across the continent. I've always felt like it was, from the beginning, like a couple days in, I was like, this feels like a Putin's give me my shit back war. It kind of feels like, I feel like you've been pushing pretty hard, and we used to have the former Soviet Union, and we're pretty proud of that. And Ukraine was a part of it, and all these other countries. And I want my shit back. And I think I'm at the right time where I'm powerful enough to do it. And you're not quite on my border yet. And Biden's AWOL, so I'm going for it. And just like I did under my minor incursion under Obama, I got what I could. I got Crimea. Now I waited under Trump. Now I'm going to get my. And this idea that I hear all the time, and I've friends who would probably agree with us on most things. They're like, well, if you don't stop him in Ukraine, then he's going to go all the way to Poland. And he's going. I don't think he's. I mean, maybe in a perfect world where he had unlimited capabilities and he could crown himself king of Europe, he would. I think he's probably knows enough to know that it's probably not going much further than Ukraine. And I don't think he's a suicidal maniac who's hell-bent on bringing in Armageddon through nuclear warfare. So hey, if Ukraine can defend themselves from that, great. But I don't want American intervention driving deep into Europe and making him feel like he's so much on his heels that then he does have to, because early on he was talking about nukes. If you remember, there was this, well, we have to use nuclear weapons here or there. So, I mean, I'd be interested in your thoughts on that, but it's not current. I mean, I guess if I'm thinking nukes too, the other part that concerned me is Iran having nuclear weapons. And that was always a bright line for us, because nuclear weapons in the hands of radical Islamists, whether it's Sunni stripe or Shia stripe, who believe their martyrdom rhetoric, the extent to which they do, changes the whole calculation. Like, if Al-Qaeda had a nuke, what would they do with it? They would use it.
Yeah.
Because the mullahs in Iran, in Tehran, do they really believe that, 70,000 martyrs in Iran is worth the destruction of Israel? I don't know, but should we find out? Or that the destruction of the United States or a major American city? So I've taken very seriously for a long time this idea that we can't tolerate an Iranian bomb, because I think Islamists with bomb is different than communists with bomb, even though, I don't know, but for different reasons.
I think, I mean, I'm probably going to contradict myself a little bit here, but I think that, we have tech that does not disgust. And I think that our tech, we're this close from having the Iron Dome that Israel has. We, now the new thing in warfare is, drones, right? These drone swarms.
Yep.
Well, a lot of people are worried about that. We actually already have the answer. Have you heard of the company Epirus?
I have not.
So it's basically, they make directed EMP weapons. And so you should check it out.
Oh, that would make sense. It gets a swarm of drones.
Yep. So they'll take out 20, 30 drones just like that. Doesn't take ammo. It's just.
And
it looks like one of those missile launchers that we used to use in Desert Storm.
Sure.
I don't remember what you call them, but they're already deployed all over the world. I know the CEO of it, the guy that invented the damn thing, and I've chatted with him, and he sends me videos. This shit's public, though. You can look it up. But, when you see things like that, I'm like, we're good. We're good. I don't think the old tech, that's coming toward, I don't think the nuclear thing is as, I pray and hope, and I do believe that we probably have some sort of an answer to that when I see things like this coming out. When I see the thing that's like, and it's not like it shoots all 30 drones down individually. Sure. It's just, you just see no noise, just 30
drop.
drones, 30 helicopters. I don't know how many it could take out at once, but they all just fall. And so when I see stuff like that, I'm like, okay, we still have an edge here. With that being said, I mean, I know he told me that he produced the chips in it himself. But, I don't know if anything's coming from China. I don't know what other weapons we have and what's manufactured in China or what IP they have stole from us, because that's another big thing that they've done is they've stole all of our IP. And so that's kind of what I think. I'm not as concerned about it as probably most people, but
Yeah, I'm with you. I think our biggest threat is internal. I think we're committing cultural suicide, and we've lost complete focus on the basics and building blocks of what made Western civilization in America exceptional, fruitful, prosperous, strong, free, and we've got groups of people inside our own country hell-bent and determined to tear them down. And you see it in an immediate manifestation in the Pentagon, but the book I wrote before, Battle for the American Mind, was about the progressive takeover of the K through 12 education system. So what they've done over the last 100 years. And when you really pull the curtain back on that, yeah, we're going to have to fight for it. All of these other things are real, but if you don't, we're in totally uncharted territory where we're trying to keep a republic, keep a country, while simultaneously raising up and training the youth of our country to believe that that country is bad. And I'd like someone else to find me a historical comp to that. Because in China, they're still teaching that China is good. In India, they're still teaching India is good. Pakistan, you name it, good or bad countries, friendly or not friendly, except for Western Europe, where they've effectively committed the same level of cultural suicide. They're not teaching that we're just imperialist, colonialist, racist, sexist, horrible land stealers from the beginning. That's what big chunks of American kids are getting every single day.
Yeah.
And it will form a lot of their worldview. So as much as the war on warriors is important to me and our military is, and it is, I mean, what we're doing to shape the next generation of kids in our country will have the longest impact.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.